spires of Paris provide a deceptively peaceful background for men going about the grim business of war in August of 1944. French patriots like Labiche, a dedicated railroader, are willing to risk their lives in desperate acts of sabotage against the German invader. Such is the theme of John Frankenheimer's new film, The Train. And the mission of Burt Lancaster, who plays Labiche, is danger. But even war and a multi-million-dollar motion picture sometimes have to stop for important interruptions, like youngsters taking a shortcut to school. Burt's co-star, glamorous Jean Moreau, is the last person you'd expect to find in a locomotive cab, especially if you've admired her in the posh settings of The Lovers and La Notte. Burt, however, seems right at home behind the throttle, as though a boyhood dream were finally coming true. Down to business as director John Frankenheimer and Burt prepare for the next scene in the United Artists movie. They've teamed before on UA Pictures, including the critically acclaimed Birdman of Alcatraz. Even though The Train is their fourth film together, this job brings its own surprises. A 70-ton locomotive runs wild, and you learn fast to get out of the way and forget the cameras. The smashed equipment cost nearly $50,000. Miraculously, one camera survives, and its film provides some exciting realism. Director Frankenheimer goes aloft in a borrowed French Army helicopter for a bird's-eye view of the wreck. A new Mark II Mitchell camera equipped with a wide-angle zoom lens gives him a striking panoramic shot of the countryside. Back to Burt Lancaster, who sprints into action. Physically fit, as in his circus days, Burt is hurrying to Jean Moreau and one of their big romantic scenes. Jean plays a war widow who is drawn into Burt's underground fight against the Nazis. Making a war movie requires a lot of gunpowder and men who know how to handle explosives. For The Train, producer Jules Bricken was lucky to get French Army demolition experts who know how to blow up these old military trucks without blowing up the cast, crew, and spectators. This is only a prelude to the biggest series of explosions ever to rip across a movie screen. Behind 9 concrete bunkers are the men, cameras, and equipment to photograph the Holocaust, masterminded by special effects expert Lee Zavitz. He's the same master of destruction who burned Atlanta in Gone with the Wind. This train shouldn't be here. It's carrying priceless French treasures which the Nazis are trying to ship to Germany. Film veteran Michel Simon is at the throttle, and it's obvious he doesn't want Burt Lancaster as a passenger.
You dump, you old goat! Get out of there and get under cover! Get off my train! You damn fool, we'll be ready bombs any second! Get off my train! You can't get through, the switch is closed! Open it!
Michel's train is safe, but not by much, as the first of the 140 explosions chew up the marshalling yards. The main target is a 40-car armored train which will catch the full force of the blasts. Lee Zavitz calls these pyrotechnics his most spectacular achievement in screen destruction. The cost also is spectacular as locomotives, rails, and signal towers go up in a blaze of shattered steel. Not to mention the 4,000 pounds of gunpowder, 1,500 gallons of gasoline, 30,000 feet of cable, and 300 sacks of cement consumed. Safely out of range of smoke and fire, many Frenchmen are reliving the glorious days of August 1944, when they and their allies drove the Nazis from Paris.